And we back live again. We're gonna be looking for this Arapaima monster. Bam! Right back at it. Let's go. We only got a few hours of game time, so we're gonna get in where we fit in. Let's get this bitch. Let's get this bitch.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Boss, and last weekend, Marvel Studios shared a brief but telling update for Avengers Doomsday at the D23 Expo. The directors, the Russo brothers, had a message with Paul Rudd, along with an audio montage of specific quotes from the Doomsday cast in their past Marvel films, both in the MCU and the Fox X-Men era. I'm gonna be real with you, this is not new footage from the Avengers Doomsday film. However, we were able to discern some clues from the Russos and Rudd video, and considering someone who's working on this film or working for Marvel Studios had to pick those specific Marvel lines, it's the same kind of creative marketing that the studio did ahead of Avengers Endgame in trailers like this one from March 2019, composed of key MCU moments, all edited together by friend of the channel, Andrew Hegley. So in this kind of creative marketing, there is a deeper meaning that I think Marvel Studios is trying to convey to viewers like us about what this movie is going to be. So I'm going to break down some major details that we did learn from the Doomsday announcement at D23.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes launching your own website a breeze.
Before I continue, Nerdrite.shop is our exclusive merch store where we have some of our all-time greatest designs, like New Mask Same Task, which directly supports us at New Rockstars. Okay, last weekend at the D23 Expo, as Disney executives shared their plans for Pixar's next 5 films and a 6th Ice Age film that I assume will feature the recent star of Alien Earth, Sid, getting boiled alive, according to the Direct, Marvel Studios played a video montage that intercut the the March 26th set share cast announcement video with past lines of dialogue from key moments in past Marvel movies from actors whose names appeared in this lineup. So I'm going to go through these one by one. First was Chris Hemsworth, Thor's line from 2022's Thor Love and Thunder.
We could pull together the greatest team ever.
So this line came after Gore the God Butcher attacked New Asgard and kidnapped all the kids, and Thor made this pitch to the others to go to Omnipotent City. He actually began the line by listing off the names of other gods of the cosmos in that city.
We could recruit Ra, Hercules, Tumatoenga, Quetzalcoatl maybe, and Zeus, the oldest and wisest of them all.
Hercules was mentioned there. It was a throwaway name at the time, but it did set up Brad Goldstein's appearance as Hercules in the movie's post-credit scene. Now, I know Hercules is up there with like Harry Styles' Star Fox as post-credit flip shittos who seem like they're never going to come back, but now I feel like Hercules has a much better chance showing up in Doomsday, especially since there was a deleted scene from Loki Season 2 where Loki name drops Hercules as someone that he knows.
Speaking of which, Hercules, another big guy, that was a big problem for him.
But we can't get too cozy with Hercules because I feel like the reason Marvel Studios introduced Sentry ahead of Doomsday and seems to be making Sentry such a big deal in the conflict between the factions of Avengers in that movie is because, as always, they're ultimately just going to try to recreate iconic comic book splash pages like when Sentry rips Ares in half. But instead, they're going to swap out with another mythological god, Hercules. And it's going to be Hercules who Sentry rips in half. Okay, the next clip was Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, Captain America, a line from Captain America Brave New World.
Look, if we can't see the good in each other, we've already lost the fight.
So Sam was saying this line to President Thaddeus Ross when Ross was incarcerated on the Raft prison at the end of the movie, right before Sam brings in his daughter Betty to the president. This is the same location where, presumably shortly after this visit with the former president, Sam got this piece of doomsday foreshadowing from the leader.
It's coming. I've seen it in the probabilities, seen it plain as day. All you heroes protecting this world. Do you think you're the only ones? Do you think this is the only world? We'll see what happens when you have to protect this place from the others.
So if Sam really is beefing with Bucky over Bob, suing the new Avengers for copyright infringement, has Sam already failed to take his own advice that he gave to the president? Has he already lost the fight? The next clip was Letitia Wright as Shuri from Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Now is our time to strike.
This was when Shuri appeared to the other Wakandan tribal elders in her Black Panther suit, leading into the final battle against Namor's forces.
Namor believes Wakanda's on her knees. Our queen murdered. Our capital destroyed. He believes we have no protector. But now is our time to strike.
It was a scene specifically about Namor, a battle that ended with them working together. Now, after that movie, I found evidence of a removed romantic scene between Shuri and Namor that was going to be in this movie. And now, based on clues from the actors, we may be getting some sparks between Namor and Susan Storm in Doomsday. Next, there was Paul Rudd's voice as Scott Lang, Ant-Man from Ant-Man the Wasp.
Namor and Susan Storm have an affair. It's like a thing.
For the little guy, which the Ant fam was listening to in the car in Quantumania.
Will I be there when the Avengers need me? Absolutely.
Now, Ant-Man seemed to be a much bigger deal when it was still going to be Avengers the Kang Dynasty, especially the way Quantumania ended with Scott being paranoid that he might have made things worse with Kang. But according to Scooper Daniel RPK, Scott Lang will still have a very important role in the Doomsday version of the film, and by featuring Paul Rudd in the video alongside the Russos, that's definitely the message there. I feel like the producers of Doomsday are going to entrust Paul Rudd with the meta exposition of what happened to the Kang in the cinematic universe for Dr. Doom to now be the big bad instead. Next is the voice of Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova in Thunderbolts.
We stick together from now on.
Yelena said this line to the others in the final minutes of the movie after subduing the void entity within Bob, and they all were marching toward Val with the intention of arresting her. Yelena saying, "We stick together from now on," was followed by a, "That's nice." And the shared broken experiences by these individuals might have made them a stronger unit than the lineup of current old school Avengers who are suing them. Next, there's Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres Falcon, his line to Sam in the final scene of Captain America Brave New World.
That pressure, that responsibility you talk about, I want that too, man.
This was the most meaningful exchange of the film, where Sam was able to open up about the pressure that comes with someone like him finally getting a seat at the table, pressure to not screw it up, because then it would mean no one else like him gets a seat at that table. I worry that we're going to get a devastating death scene from Falcon in Doomsday. Like, probably a lot of people are going to die.
Being online internet is just a fact of life. This is where we relax, connect, and do business.
A
And if
lot
you're
of
here
people
mostly
are
for the
going to
business side of
die.
things and don't have off your purchase of a website or a domain.
Next, David Harbour as Alexei Shostakov, Red Guardian in Thunderbolts.
A team that can bring light from the darkness.
Alexei said this to the team while driving the Red Guardian limousine service through the Utah desert when the team first started to really come together as the Thunderbolts. It also foreshadowed how they staved off the darkness of the Void, and we're going to see how important that type of ability is going to be in the Void of the TVA in Doomsday. Next, Tom Hiddleston is Loki from Loki Season 2, Episode 4, Heart of the TVA, when he was chatting with Sylvia in the TVA pie cafeteria.
Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
This line is actually followed by him saying, "Hope is hard." Really, this whole moment was the thematic counterpoint to Loki in the first episode of the series, back when he wanted to burn down the whole TVA, to show how he has now changed, wanting to reform the TVA, fix it from the inside. He was trying to instill confidence in Sylvia as they faced having to send out Victor Timely to the temporal loom. Interestingly, this is the one line in this montage not from a Marvel movie, but from a streaming series, showing how Marvel Studios considers the Loki Disney Plus show as important to the character as these other movies are to those characters. Next, Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier from 2003's X2, X-Men United, when he was talking to the president in the Oval Office at the end of the film.
There are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming.
This was such a great speech that acknowledged mistakes and losses on both sides of the mutant versus human conflict of this movie, and said that it doesn't really have to be war in their future. We'll see if Professor X's affinity to peaceful diplomacy will have any impact on what Dr. Doom has planned. But if Professor X fails, that would set up why this next line is so important. Because next we get James Marsden as Scott Summers, Cyclops in 2000's X-Men.
If anything happens, I'll take care of them.
Scott was saying this to an incapacitated Charles after Charles plugged into the sabotage Cerebro by Mystique, and the other younger X-Men had to step up and figure out where Magneto was taking Rogue. It was one of the more oldest son moments from Scott in any of his live-action film appearances, where I would say the character was never really allowed to be the leader of the X-Men, at least not like he was in the comics or the animated series. Kevin Feige worked on that 2000 film as an associate producer when he was just 26 years old, and him choosing that line here indicates that Doomsday may show an era of the X-Men in the 10005 universe where James Marsden Cyclops is the one saying, "To me, my X-Men." Next, a very recent line, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Today, we are your defenders. The four of us will face the danger, and we will protect you.
Reed was saying this to the people of Earth before they launched out to confront Galactus in deep space, a speech to try to reassure humanity, who was very worried after the Silver Surfer told everyone that Galactus was coming. And then finally, Letitia Wright again as Shuri, shouting the Wakandan war cry atop the Wakandan Sea Leopard ship in the final act of that film. In context, it feels like she's rallying all of the forces, all the different Marvel heroes we just heard, as all of them are joining together to face Dr. Doom. Now, this transitions into a video message from the Russo brothers. They said, "Hi, D23 members, this is Joe and Anthony Russo. Right now, we're in London shooting Marvel Studios' Avengers Doomsday. This movie is, to say the least, a big one for us. It's bigger than anything we've ever done. We're bringing together so many of your favorite heroes to face one of Earth's greatest threats in the MCU." Now, these two then get crashed by Paul Rudd, who adds, "We're surrounded by jaw-dropping sets and some truly incredible talent, many of whom you just saw teased in that great video. Bringing this story to the big screen means the world to us, and we couldn't do it without your support." Now, the leafy background behind these three men reminded many curious minds of some set photos that are going around. Now, these are arguably somewhat spoilery, but not huge bombshells. But if you don't want to know, you can stop watching the video here. All right, in the area where they're shooting Doomsday, a lot of onlookers spotted some 1950s cars in a barn where a kid's swing set and slide are set up, which many are interpreting as confirmation of a theory I've talked about here on New Rockstars, that the opening scene of Avengers Doomsday will pick up with the closing shot of Avengers Endgame with Steve and Peggy dancing. And now we could pick up with Steve and Peggy after Steve decided to stay with Peggy in the past, in that altered timeline. But we're going to jump ahead several years into that altered timeline to the 1950s and see that Steve and Peggy now have kids together. Okay, that's everything we just learned from D23 Expo weekend about Avengers Doomsday. Comment down below with your thoughts, and a special thanks to one of
Pretty dope, dude. I can't wait for fucking Avengers. This shit's gonna
This
be
video is in
tight.
partnership with Badlands Fishing Charters out of Destin, Florida. To book a trip with them, check the info below in the description and subscribe to their YouTube channel at Badlands Charters and Outdoors for a chance to win a free trip once they reach 2,000 subscribers.
Morning, sir. How you doing today? All right, guys, good morning. So we are taking another run and heading out offshore with Captain Ryan Reed from Badlands Charters today. We got Nate from Southern Salt coming back out with us. Tried this a few weeks ago and the bite was incredibly tough. We caught a couple really nice fish, but we are looking to get on to something a little bit more today. So we're getting out here well before sunrise. We're gonna make the run about 40, 50 miles out, and we're gonna try to get out there and start trolling for maybe some wahoo or something right as that sun's coming up. And then I think as the day progresses, we're gonna start getting into more bottom fishing, trying to pull up maybe some snappers, some groupers, and different things like that. So this is gonna be a good time. Y'all stay tuned. Let's see if we can go catch some fish today. First stop of the day, guys. So we are about 40 miles offshore right now. We went ahead and pushed out here. We got some storms on the horizon. This pretty nasty one over here, really large system. It's been throwing lightning the entire morning. We had one over off this side too that kind of dissipated. So we're just kind of like threading the needle between these storms. We're gonna start hitting some bottom spots, doing some deep dropping. We're about 400 feet of water right now, I believe. Before we get into it though, I will have Captain Ryan's info for Badlands Charters linked down below in the description, as well as his YouTube channel. If you're in the Destin area, check him out. Book a trip with him and come on out here, man. 32-foot sea craft, tons of room for you and your buddies to come out here and have a great day fishing. Real comfortable ride. And I will have Nate's channel, Southern Salt, as well as Southern Salt Bait Company, linked down below in the description as well. So y'all check out those links. Now let's get fishing. So we got some fish sitting at about 250 to 300 feet right now. So I've got a Johnny Jigs 250 gram jig here. I'm gonna drop this down first and see if we can jig something up. Probably will be dropping some bait today too. Let's see what this current's doing with this jig. I might have to go up to a 300 gram. All right, Nate's on, first fish of the day. I'm gonna reel in so we don't get tangled with him. Let's go see what he's got going on. Nate's fishing an electric, so we winched him up to about 250. Hit that electric function.
Easy work right there.
Too easy.
Might be an Almaco. It's feeling like an Almaco. There he is.
He got color.
That looks like a doggone AJ.
All
right, y'all. Well, our first fish is the old greater amberjack right there. We're gonna go ahead and send this guy back. Bye-bye.
Nice amberjack for Nate to start the trip off there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Johnny Jigs back down. It's definitely not my realm of knowledge. So we're gonna figure this out together, guys.
And once again, as soon as my jig hit bottom, Nate hooked up on something nice. This one was a little bit cooler than an AJ though.
Got color down there?
Yep.
Here's the Sarapaima, bro. Is it a? That's a grouper,
Yeah.
Yeah!
Stud.
Nice one, though.
It's a stud though, man.
Yo, we're on some good fish today,
Yeah, man.
Yo, this is a stud gag grouper right here. They're not in season right now, and these guys only got to be like 24 inches, so this would definitely be a keeper. And we are gonna vent him. All right, buddy. Come back.
All right, guys, we're making a move here. I didn't have any luck on the jig. Nate caught a couple nice fish, but we got this just nasty storm behind us. It's a pretty big one, so we're heading out towards the south a little bit right now. You guys can see where the clouds kind of break there, and it gets all nice again. So we're gonna run out here a little ways, see if maybe we can find some structure a little bit further out that's in this nice clear area, and see if we can either just let that storm dissipate or just pass behind us. on the next bottom spot. Trolled for a little while, didn't really have much luck with that, but that storm has moved off pretty good now. And get some of this squid. We're gonna switch over to bait for a minute. See if we can just put something in this boat that we can eat. And that's a 7/0 size mustad hook. I'm gonna hook this squid whole right through the back just like that. We're going for big mingos, maybe some grouper. Got 16 ounces of lead on here. I got that pegged with a toothpick just to kind of prevent it from sliding up the line there so we don't get tangled on the drop. That's an 80-pound fluorocarbon leader. I might need to go down to maybe like 40 or something, but let's start with the 80 just because it'll give us a little bit more abrasion resistance, and also I'll be able to horse them a lot easier. All right, squid going down, baby. Let's see what we can get. And there's the bottom. Got a good little thump there. Come on, come back for it. There we go. Fish on. I'm on. All right, first hook up here. Doesn't feel like a giant.
I want to
fish,
be
but
on.
First hook up of the day for me.
Let me get a fish.
It's probably gonna be a mingo. Let's get him up here. Decent.
And right about here is when I noticed that something had gone terribly wrong.
Oh, going back down. I think I got sharked here. I got sharked. Give it back, you. Yeah, I got sharked. I know. I just want him to cut it off. I don't want to lose all this braid, man. Oh, no. All right, after that break off, I switched over to a chicken rig here. So chicken rig, we just got 2 hooks on here, 2 smaller pieces of squid, and that's a 16-ounce bank sinker there that we'll send down. Chicken rig going down. Lost a little bit of braid on that one, so hopefully we're still good on that. There we go. I'm on. Get him up. Not that big, but probably a beeliner. Should winch his ass here. This isn't a big enough fish for me to need to pump. Let's see if we can just get him away from that damn shark. Real small. Wonder what this is gonna be. It's like so small I can't even tell he's there. Just kind of died out on us here. Might be a baby scamp grouper. Let's get him up and see. Hit like a freight train and then just died out. There's got to be a little grouper. Yep.
Oh,
scamp. First fish of the trip for me right here, guys. Little scamp grouper. I think he's just barely gonna make it. They got to be 16 where we're fishing here in Florida. Nice scamp grouper there, guys. Let's get a measure on him and see if he's gonna keep. I'm pretty sure he is. Like a 1/4 inch shy, man. Really? Yeah. All right, guys, there's a look at that scamp for you. Just a little guy. He's about a 1/4 inch shy of 16, so he is not going to be legal. We're going to go ahead and put him back. There he goes. There he goes, man. Going down to the bottom. Let's get some more squid rigged up here. Send back down.
I get somebody to do all this stuff for me. I do the reeling.
Looking for a good beeliner or a keeper scamp. That
all this extra stuff
close,
looks
man, but he was
boring.
definitely short.
Sort of like what I'm going through right now with this fucking
fish on.
Fish.
A little bit better of a fish here. This might be a mingo. I got him up out of the wreck, doing a few pumps there. Let me just give him some steady pressure and get him up here. Come on up here, buddy. We gotta land something we can eat here. Come on. Better head shakes on this one. I think this is gonna be a mingo. Come on. Trying to just give him steady pressure so I don't pull a hook out of him here. Oh yeah. Come on. I think it's gonna be a beeliner. He's still head shaking.
Motherfucker playing on mobile.
Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how you need to do the new monster mission in Maku Maku. So what do you need to do? Okay guys, to end the video I'm going to show you guys where I get the elusive Arapima. And it's very funny, but if you look at it, he got like an arrow in him. So I just saw it in the middle. There is the arrow. So what did I do? I went a little bit around on the spots that I know. So let's keep him 36,000 currency, 25,000 experience. So I went a little bit around on the trophy spots that I know. And I'm going to claim this. Here we go, the reward. And yeah, I did not have right away the elusive one. So it seems it's not that you just throw in the water that you get it. I didn't get like on all my rods the fish. We can keep the fish tooth hook. Maybe it's not bad for fishing for Arapima. I don't know, maybe I'm going to test that. So then I came to this position. This is like a well-known Arapima position again. So I'm going to say the position. I'm at 168.43. So here is the dock from the boat. You need to go all the way here to the top. And then I throw on this marker that I'm going to put out now. I was you guys. So go at the night, because I fished at the night and I started here. So it was just the first night. Maybe you catch him really quick in the night. But if you see that the bite goes away or you don't get him, I don't know this is going to happen, by the way, because I only can catch this fish once. If you see that you get a trophy normal one or a young one and you don't get a bite, just forward the time. At the night you don't need to use bait coins.
Ooh, come on. Swam up there for a sec. Alright, yep, nice beeliner. Nice beeliner.
What a freaking stud, dude.
Heck yeah, man. Let's go.
Stud, man. I would take that over a red snapper every day.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the gaff. Hell yeah, guys. Nice mingo right there. That's what we were looking for. Let's get that mingo on a nice little ice bath here. There we go. Getting buried nice and cold. A couple other real nice mingos Captain Ryan's brought up using the electric reel back there in the back of the boat. Y'all go check out his YouTube channel too. That's gonna be linked down below in the description, guys. Real nice fish here. All right, getting back down there, guys. 2 more pieces of cut squid on that chicken rig. Let's see if we can get another one. There we go. Come on, get up here. Come on, get up here. This might be a grouper, man. He rallied it. Now he's just coming up. No head shakes. I think we got a grouper on here, guys. Maybe this will be our redemption on that scamp. So now we got him up out of the structure. I'm gonna avoid pumping him. I'm just gonna just got heavier, and that's not good. He got sharked. Damn it. Man, got sharked again. Son of a bitch.
If you're not keeping track already, that was the second nice fish that I had stolen by a shark, and at this point, you should probably just start keeping a tally. Anyway, pretty soon after that inconvenience, Nate hooked up on another nice fish.
Alright guys, Nate is hooked up.
That's my PB. Holy moly, I thought it was an AJ.
Wow, that's a beast of a blue, man.
Hey, no need to go up north now to do it.
Monster bluefish. Oh, there you go.
We're not going to eat that one.
No.
That dude was freaking giant.
I've never seen a bluefish that big in person.
So after my shark situation and Nate's monster bluefish, we weren't really getting any more bites on this wreck, so we decided to make a quick run a couple miles over to a different spot and try our luck there.
Just made another move here. We're gonna try a different spot. We're a little bit shallower, about 200 feet now. Got a new chicken rig tied up while we were transiting. Damn! Nate's hooked up on a beast over here on the jig.
Back on the top, fellas.
I might have to drop one. Might have to drop one. Yeah, I'm not getting touched on the bottom. I might have to get an AJ here. I'm gonna try jigging. High in the water column. Oh, I just got whacked. I'm on. Doubled up.
Can we triple up?
Come on. Decent fish here. Get him up. I'm getting smoked. Oh, I'm off. He broke me. Damn it. Shoot, man. That was a solid fish. I don't know if maybe I got sharked.
Yeah, obviously you got sharked, James.
Really good fish that Nate's on here.
Yeah, that's a good one, boys.
Got color?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
On a doggone electric slow pitch setup. Woohoo! Look at the size of that guy. What was the bet on the biggest fish of the day? What did we say? All right, so we were tripled up. What? You landed yours, right?
Yeah, I landed mine. Mine was a little landed.
What happened?
I messed up, man. I f***ed up. There he goes.
Well, y'all, look at that beautiful AJ right at 34 on the fork. Can't wait till next month we get to go out and target these guys. So much fun. One of the, if not the most powerful fish out here swimming in these Gulf waters, by far, this AJ. We're gonna go ahead, launch him back in the water. Bye-bye, dude. Coming back for you.
Hell yeah, man. Nice fish.
Hell yeah, thank you.
We're on a good AJ bite here. I'm gonna get rigged up again. That's another 200 gram. See what we can do. All right, let's give it another shot, guys. Let's see if we can not get sharks for the 4th time today. All right. Let's get that redemption. Captain Ryan's on another amberjack. I'm on. Oh!
And James is on. Oh! We're gonna get a triple this time, fellas?
Come on. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is a beast. He's just glued down though. He's like not running. Come on. I'm like half fighting the current, half fighting this fish. Come on. Dude, he's so heavy. And I'm just high sticking the hell out of this rod because I got to get him up out of that structure because I know he's going to run eventually.
Oh, he's on. Yeah. Is that Almaco? Yeah.
I'm like all the way under the boat here. All the way under the boat. Come on, come back around, man. Come back around. Come back around, man. Come back around. Come back around. Dude, he is like under the boat. Nate, I'm like sideways right past you. Oh, shit, I'm rubbing on the boat. Come on, come out. Come out, come out, come out.
Oh, you want him?
I think I don't know, man. I'm like sideways. I think I'm on you or something, man. I'm like sideways under the boat, but I got a fish on too.
Can you come around?
I can try. Are you able to pick this rod up?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell this fish is doing. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Come around. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Am I over or under? Hold on, I'm on you. Under? You want to go over? Okay. I don't know what's going on. We're like both in the same spot though, but I don't feel like I'm on you.
Leader coming up.
I do. Come on. Come on, man. There he is. All right, he's here. I got him.
Can you grab the line and pull him in? Or?
He's foul hooked, man. That's why he was fighting so hard. That's why it was so hard. I was like, what is happening? There we go. Little baby. Yeah, let's check. Those, I think rudder's in season always, right?
Look like a rudder.
It looks like
Eyes look too big to be a
I
rudder.
think I foul hooked an amberjack. I think it's just a baby. Thank you.
No, that's an amber.
Is it an amber?
Almost got him up, y'all.
Amberjack, all right.
We got color. I know y'all didn't let me do this again. I know y'all didn't let me get a big one again now.
Man, look at my little thing. What is this?
Yeah. Y'all. That is a doggone workout.
Little baby amberjack there, guys. He was foul hooked, which is why he was fighting so hard. I was hoping maybe he was going to be like a rudder fish or an almaco or something, but that is a little amberjack, so we're going to put him back. All right.
Fuck no.
All right, y'all, we're going to try that one more time. I'm hoping to get a little bit bigger of an amberjack, not foul hook this time, hopefully. Try that one more time, and then maybe we'll get back into some bottom fishing.
All right, all I'm saying is, I'm coming in behind y'all. Y'all are getting the small ones out the way, and Big Mama's eating my shit.
We over him?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys. All right, y'all. One more time. One more time. That's not as big.
Come on. Doubled up. Let's go. This one feels like a manageable one. Maybe. Are those in season? Oh, maybe I got one too. Captain Ryan just got an almaco. Maybe this is what I got. This feels like definitely a more manageable size fish than a big AJ.
There was nothing on this
Guys,
shit.
I am high sticking the hell out of this Penn Battle 3 rod, and that's why I love these Battle 3 combos. For this price point, $100 to $200, these Battle 3s can be high sticked like crazy, and they are super durable rods, man. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. See what one it is. What species are you?
Some right here. It's an amber. That's that. See how that goes up right there?
Okay.
On a rudder, they go straight across right here. Greater amberjack, they go up.
Now, are the fin rays different on these two?
There's 7 on an amberjack. So there's
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So that is an amberjack.
Another little baby amberjack there. Ton of fun. This is a nice manageable size to come have a blast out here, man. This is a great size amberjack for that. We're gonna send him on back. These are out of season and he is way undersized anyway. See you later, dude. A nice hardy fish too. They don't usually need to be vented or anything. You just toss them in and they usually go. Let's see if...
Oh my goodness, here they come, dude. Look at them. Oh my gosh. Brother, so many giant bass. All right, we're getting in. Pray for my toe. Oh God. Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be swimming with true Florida giants and getting a behind-the-scenes look of why the state of Florida is one of the best big bass factories in the entire world. Not only because of trophy bass like the ones that are staring at my toes right now, but because of all the studies from them being fry all the way to giant bass getting introduced
finally,
to local waters.
something.
Get to fish. This is a behind-the-scenes look with FWC, and this is an awesome opportunity to get your toes jumped off. Brother, my childhood dreams are coming true right now. And you know what? I'll make a deal with you guys. If we can get 10,000 likes on this video, I'll talk to FWC and see if we can come out here again and maybe do a little center. And I'm actually beautiful. Okay, so this is just to read the tag, so you know what fish that one is. 5.27. 5.27. Then what is this? A little salt bath?
It's a salt bath for at least 10 seconds while it's getting looked over for any health concern, watching bass.
Got it. Alright, so, oh yeah, they will bite you. Look at that. Alright, so, this is pretty cool. This is some of the behind the scenes research that's going on. You guys know what bluegill look like. Those are native to Florida. The koi is an interesting one. But this right here, it's a much colder room in here. This is where they're housing all of the trout. Very cool to see this. And, you know, bass eat trout on the west coast of the United States. Not really so much on the east coast, but very cool to see this. Oh, wow. Grab one. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that guy. Look at those trout, man. So beautiful. All right, awesome. Right now, we're getting to feed, what's his name? Myrtle? A monster bass. And we're going to feed him rainbow trout right here. Myrtle, you ready, buddy? He knows. Happy birthday to Reeve. Happy birthday to Reeve. Saying, who thought research could be so cool? All right, last one. Last one right here. Mr. Myrtle. Let's go, brother. What an absolute unit. Dude, this is so awesome. There's so much cool stuff happening back here. Look down. Look down. They know what's up. Dude, I was not expecting this many fish. Look at them. They're all staring at me. You ready? Can you see them good? Watch this. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. Part of the FWC research, we are feeding these bass koi fish right here. Whoa, brother! Oh, dude, that one hit the water before the fish landed, bro. Ready for some close-up action, Hut? Right here. Dude. That I didn't filters. 16 pounds. A Aero private pond. Hudson, Google that. 14 pounds, Kinsley Lake. Hudson, Google that. Hey, look, everybody's gonna start watching my videos for big fish tips, dude. Look at this one. This one's a
winner.
It just says winner. That looks like a winner to me. All right, this right here. Oh my gosh, look at it.
Hey, Brandon. Help me, I am under the water.
We are children. We are absolute children over here, dude.
All right, we have made it to the brood. Bro! They're monsters! Lord have mercy.
I just got hit with a pellet.
Bro, I want my backyard pond to be like this, dude. Catfish are now...
Oh!
my
What the
goodness, look at
fuck,
the big
you?
Bro. Bro, I'm pretty sure I just located the grandpa catfish. This is crazy. Remember, these are the fish that are responsible for all the fry that FWC stocks on all the lakes through Florida, which is so cool, man. It's cool to think that these guys are changing the basically fishing scape of Florida. It's epic. Any of you guys who say you got a fire catfish pond back home, I guarantee you ain't got nothing on this one. This one's crazy. This is the craziest catfish farm I ever seen in my life. All right, next up, we couldn't forget about the bass. These are gonna be juvenile bass, and these are actually eating fish pellets, believe it or not. I wanna see this. I'm so excited to see this. Here you go, little bass. I'm gonna just throw some right in front of us. Here we go. Oh, wait, there's a whole school of them. Dude, they are fast. Can you see them? Oh my gosh, dude. Bro, you see the giant black bait ball that's coming around? You ready? Here we go. Hey, this is why Florida...
What's going on, guys? Victor here. We're in the beautiful Florida Keys. Now, I was here last week and there was a huge population of these hungry bull sharks. They were eating all our fish, so I thought to myself, why not do a bull shark catch, clean, cook for you guys? I brought out the big guns today. We're gonna head out on the bridge, catch a bunch of bait. You guys are coming along. Stay tuned. Just like last time, I got our shrimp overnight. Look at those juicy prawns. That's like the perfect size shrimp right there. So our basic Keys bottom rig. Swivel, 30-pound tough line leader, which you guys can save 20% on. You guys use my code LANDSHARK, linked below. And we're gonna do, let's say like an arm's length and a half of leader. I like to fish a lot of leader in this current because species like yellowjacks don't mind as much. But when you have something like a mutton, they can be leader shy, and I want my bait as far away from my weight as possible. We got our 2.0 Mustad big gun hook right here. Just gonna do a simple uni knot. So the last time we were here, we got our butts handed to us by the bull sharks at this very spot. Hopefully the sharks give us a break today, because I tell you what, we're not giving them a break later. We got an incoming tide right now, which means the tide is coming from the Atlantic, going into the Gulf, and it's going underneath the power lines. You can imagine having a giant bridge monster hooked up between these power lines would not be a very easy feat, and then walking them all the way to the shore.
This place is one of the most miserable places you can ever be. Also, one of the most fun places you can ever be. In the summertime, not a breath of wind out here, and you're just standing on just straight asphalt and just losing it because you haven't gotten a bite all day, and you're like, why did I just walk 2 miles with all this gear? Why don't we just call up our buddy that owns a boat to go out and fishing?
I know why. I know why.
Why?
Because you want to hang out with your buddy Vic on the bridge. That's why. We got bro bonding time out here. Okay, you got your 20-pound main line. Sliding egg weight right here. The reason for that, whatever fish is going to come by, he's going to pick up the bait on this end. This weight's going to stay in place. He's not going to feel the tension. He's going to be able to swallow it. Then you give him the wood. You got a swivel, and then the rig I showed you guys earlier, about like 7-8 feet of that 30-pound tough line to the hook. All right, so we take our shrimp, and I hook him right here in the tail, and he's gonna be perfectly streamlined. Nice juicy shrimp.
Gotcha, bitch.
Shark to eat it. It's a mutton, I think. Yeah, it's a little mutton. Let's flip him. Alrighty, guys. I found what's been eating my shrimp right here. Alright, guys, beautiful Florida Keys mutton. Certainly not a keeper, but the last time we were here, Brookie, my fiance, she actually caught a keeper. We caught a bunch of undersized ones, but these guys are super prevalent here and they love that incoming tide. I'm just trying to get my shrimp in that shadow line. They're cruising up and down it. They see that shrimp come by, and what a pretty fish, man. That is like the prettiest fish in the Florida Keys. Little mutton going back home. Oh my gosh, there's a shark right there. There's a shark right there. He's gonna eat it. You guys, there's a bull shark, and that's exactly what we're after today. And man, oh my gosh, there's another one, Dennis. Can you see it?
Ooh, a trophy.
Sorry, Mr. Mutton. As much as I hate seeing that mutton get eaten, here we go. Oh, Ryan's on. You better reel for your life.
Bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, he's hot on it, dude. Yellow jack.
Oh no, he popped up in there.
Dude, he just pulled hook. What the heck?
Are you kidding me?
The fish showed up, but what's right behind the fish?
Giant sharks.
Giant.
That's why we're getting revenge of the Jaws today.
We've been here 30 minutes, and we've already seen 5 giant bull sharks just come up into the stick. This is insane. I mean, I'm happy, but at the same time, I feel kind of discouraged because it's like you don't want it. You don't know if you want to keep fishing because you don't want to feed the fish to the sharks. But at the same time, you can't just come out here and twiddle your thumbs. You got to try to get it past them. Okay, so I want my shrimp in that shadow line. That's where the muttons and yellow jacks really seem to be. For some reason, they don't really like to come close to the bridge. Seems like they really like to congregate on the other side of that driving bridge. So I will actually let my shrimp drift out there, and I purposely have a weight that's not going to hold them in place. Yep, he's on there. Yellowtail, nice yellowtail. Oh no, yellow jack. All right, guys, we got our yellow jack, and the bull shark is right behind them. This fish actually swam towards the bridge. That's why I didn't know he was on. That right there makes me so happy. Guys, look at that. Perfect hook set, that Mustad Big Gun hook right there in the lips. I always thought they had the coolest mouths. Look at that. Kind of protrudes out there. They got these like almost like permit rubber lips. Pretty sure the reason that there's so many bull sharks around the bridges right now is because in the winter time, early winter, like November through January, these guys are loaded all over the Keys bridges. They like this colder weather that we get in Florida. We came up here to look for the yellow jacks. We went up like 2-3 more platforms, and I went ahead of the guys, put the cart down, and I saw something in the water that makes every bridge fisherman's just face light up. Big old permit just sitting in the shadow line, so me and Ryan are gonna try to get him. We got our free line shrimp right here. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. All right, well, the permit are still back there though. Okay, well, I'll take this. We got another yellow jack for shark bait for a little bit later. These guys came up and swarmed the shrimp. Those permit are a lot more weary of these fish. They're not gonna be as aggressive. There must be 20 permit down there, and we're drifting our little shrimp by them, but they have no interest in it.
Also 500 yellow jacks down there. Bunch of these guys that come up to the shrimp, and it's like it's causing the permit to not want it, which makes me really want a live crab right now, but we don't have any live crabs, so got to deal with what we got.
Our permit seemed to have disappeared on us, but there's a huge school of yellow jacks right here. You guys check out how fast we catch a fish on the shrimp reel right here. On it, Dan. On it like white on rice.
Oh, we got a good one. Smoked the shrimp, man. What happened? Did it go?
I don't know.
Did he break you off?
He didn't break me off on the bridge. He broke me off
straight up.
Yeah.
Was that a yellow jack?
I don't know. It went straight under the bridge. That was a mystery fish. That was by far the biggest thing I've hooked all day. He went underneath this bridge and broke me off, so we'll never know.
Oh, the shark's gonna eat the shrimp here in a second. Oh my god.
Come on, you gotta be quicker than that, buddy.
Oh my god, dude.
This is insane, guys. If I was a yellowjack, the last thing I'd be worried about right now is eating. You guys see, there's like 6 bull sharks down there. They're not even really going that crazy after him, which is insane. It just goes to show you, we were 100 yards that way. We came down to a couple pilings, and this spot is just so much better. We're sight casting yellowjacks with lures. Just to show you, you should always be looking around and finding the fish. I just can't get over these guys. I love that little streak of blue that they have on them, the yellows, so pretty. They're gonna be delicious. We're gonna have shark bait, and we're gonna have a lot of good dinner to share with our friends and family right here. Oh, buddy! The bull shark's on him! I got a Jack Crevalle. Oh, that's Goliath, dude! Oh! Dude! Shouldn't be fishing the noodle rod around all these predators. There's like a, I don't know, 60-pound Goliath grouper who was just daisy chaining, going around this Jack Crevalle. There's sharks down there, there's permit down there, there's cudas down there. This is just like a land-based fisherman's dream. What I love about this fishery and bridge fishing is the fact that you can see everything. 2 very different species. Jack Crevalle on the right, yellowjack on the left. A lot of people mistake these fish for the same thing. This guy, on the smaller side like this, they got delicious pink meat, not nearly as good as the yellowjack, but Jack Crevalle, when they get really big, they get super gamey, and they just get this like real red, bloody meat. Big yellowjack. Come on.
Want me to net it?
Yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah!
Let's go. That's a good one,
That's
dude.
a stud, guys.
Let's go, man.
Woo!
That's a big one.
Man, there was
Especially from the bridge.
There was no waiting for the net on that one. I thought I hooked a permit. Biggest yellowjack of the trip for us so far. I think if I waited any longer, you guys saw how fired up those bull sharks were. There was no waiting for the net. Flip or die, baby. That is a stud yellowjack. That is all you could ask for off of Keys Bridge right there. Caught on the Mustad jig head. And you guys can save 20% off all Mustad products. I'll have their stuff linked below. That's what you get for playing with fire right there. They put on a show for us. That's so cool. As much as I get frustrated at those things eating our fish, it's their ocean, man, and you just can't. It's just fun to watch. You're literally watching the apex predator of the ocean in action, in work, and they're just so fast. They can turn on a dime. They're basically like coming up like jaws and just going vertical. You could see their jaws. It's just so cool to see, and I'm really happy I could share it with you guys. It's incredible. All right, guys, check it out. We got ourselves a cooler full of shark bait, but not just shark bait. We got delicious dinner, as you guys saw in the last video. We're gonna fillet up a bunch of these, give it away to friends and family. We're gonna get ourselves a bull shark. You guys are coming along. We'll see you there.
Hey, yeah, I need an Arapaima though. Let's go, Arapaima. Arapaima.
The moment you've all been waiting for is time to catch a bull shark. Earlier you guys heard me talk about the incoming tide and it not being good for the sharks because the water was going underneath the driving bridge. Right now the water's going towards the power line, so it just gives us a lot more wiggle room to make sure that that shark doesn't break us off on any of the structure. So we're gonna use the natural outgoing tide to get our bait out there.
I'm excited. I've never harvested a bull shark before, This is something that I don't think I've eaten them either. I definitely have tried black tip before, but trying bull shark, the last time at the video, I remember watching it when I was stationed in Japan. I was like super jealous. I was like, dang, the whole family's there eating a big old bull shark without me. So ready, I'm excited, and you know, let's hopefully no one gets pulled in.
We got ourselves a fresh yellowjack. Got the Mustad Demon Circle hook right there. I actually butterfly this a little bit, so I got a little bit more scent coming out of them. And I'm gonna just hook them right here behind the head. You don't wanna hook them too deep, because if you hook it too deep, that hook's never gonna pull out. Big baits for big sharks, let's go. Yep, nice to meet you guys.
50-something inches? 54. 54, I thought that was 50-something. Hey, y'all have a good one.
Me too. We just got word, we actually saw that nice couple earlier, and they said the sharks are exactly where we left them. We told them where to go to catch the yellowjacks, and they were just there. So we got I want to say, what do you guys think, a mile walk?
Easy mile. Easy mile. I can't believe we are doing this walk again with the intention of trying to land a bull shark like this. But hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you set a goal, you know, and we have to say that we did everything we could to try and land that fish.
So what is the #1 rule as a fisherman? You never leave fish to find fish. So we're back at the exact same bridge we started at this morning. Had no luck at the other bridge. Just goes to show, you know, every day is a different day, and you never leave fish to find fish. So here we are, back where we started. Bull shark right there. All right, I'm gonna try to get him up, Dennis. See him? Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the big jacks. That's a nice one to eat too. Come on, buddy. Here he goes. He's gonna smoke it. Oh, he got it. He got it. He got it, guys. He got it. Here we go. There we go. Bull shark on. We stopped him in his tracks. So I gotta stop him before he gets to that power line right there. He wants to go in that power line, but we're giving him the sauce. We're giving him the sauce.
I heard that clicker from a mile away, man. That was a good sound. This has been a lot of work, man. Crank on him, buddy. Woo!
So Dennis asked me earlier, he goes, so what happens when they go past the power line? That's not an option. Yeah, man, we got a bull shark on, baby. I'm stoked. All right, I think we got to start our journey that way. He's making it easy. He's swimming right towards the truck. He wants to go home. All right, guys. We're working our way down. We got about a mile until we can beach this thing. He just wants to sit in that current. He's trying to go back out there. Real important. We just want to get him inside the power lines the whole time. If he goes outside those power lines, this line is gonna snap. Oh man, he's going the opposite way now. I had him trained good going that way. I need him to turn on me. Go the other way, come on. Come on, go the other way. I'm just using this rail as a good leverage point so that way I can pump on this fish, but I gotta keep up with him because I also don't want him to go into the driving bridge or we're gonna be smoked. We'll see if he wants to turn that way if I put it in free spool. Yep, he's going back this direction now. You gotta play a little psychology with your bull sharks here. Okay, he's taking us further down the bridge. There he goes. This would be ideal. If he stays like this, we could walk him all the way down and he would walk perfectly with us. So when he changes directions, that messes us up. This shark tried to go to the power lines. I had it in strike. As soon as I gave him another 10 pounds of drag, he just went, stopped him in his tracks. I had to hand off the rod to Ryan because let's say we both do half a mile. That's what buddies are for. This is like the most intense workout you've ever experienced.
This looks like the most like Guggenist, the most Guggenist. I don't know if that's a word, but I feel like a Guggen right now. But it's definitely the easiest method so far. This shark is just, he's making a beeline for the shore, right the direction that we needed him to go.
Almost there. We got about 100 feet left. Thank you.
Real.
Oh boy, this is gonna be sketch. Yeah, he's trying. Now the hard part for us guys, there's like a little eddy down there. We're gonna have to try to maneuver him all the way down there, but this stuff is super slippery, so.
I think right here is as good a spot as any, actually. Just in this corner as opposed to going all the way down there. What do you guys think?
Sure. Dude, be careful, it's sketch. Well, not this part, but the other part looks like it. Hey, come on guys. Can we get a congratulations? We did it. We walked down 7 platforms for this bull shark right here.
This is ridiculous. One of the most ridiculous things we've done, and me and this man have been fishing together for probably like 12 years at this point.
Okay, we need a game plan. What are we doing? He's a nice size. Shoot up. Yeah.
Just making a lasso with this. We're gonna try and loop this around the tail, pull it tight, and then we have control of the shark by the tail. Then we can humanely dispatch this thing, and we get it cored out.
I know, that wire's not nice on your hands, is it?
It's okay. That is a bad animal. Steps back, couple steps back.
More?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
Woo, we got him!
My God, talk about an adrenaline rush, Mel. This has been a lot of work.
Hey, these guys are gonna help you out.
Yeah?
Okay. Have the tail, pull by the tail. Okay. I'm gonna try and turn him over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't like it. Perfecto.
He's not small. All right, guys, we did it. Me and Ryan, big old bull shark coming home for dinner in the state of Florida. If you're a licensed fisherman, which we are, you can harvest at least 1 bull shark per person per day, as long as it's 54 inches in length. From the snout right here to the tail, this guy way exceeds it. As you guys saw in today's video, there's a lot of sharks out here, and you know, Florida does a really good job of managing their shark population, so no matter what you may have seen on a documentary or in the news, the reason we're able to harvest these sharks is because we do have a good, sustainable population of these sharks. I've eaten them in the past, got to share it with friends and family. This fish is not gonna die in vain. This is gonna get fed to a lot of friends, neighbors. My buddy's gonna make fish dip. Ryan's never had it before, Dennis has never had it before. We're super stoked. Thank you, Bull Shark, for your life. A great fight. And yeah, I'm stoked. Now, sharks have a very unique thing about them. They actually excrete chemicals and ammonia through their skin. A lot of people don't like shark for that reason because they may have had bad shark meat. So the number one thing you have to do when you catch your shark, gut it and bleed it immediately. You want to make sure that you don't taint the meat, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and gut this guy, clean this guy up, stuff him in the cooler. We'll meet you back home at Pompano. But before I close out, I want you guys to take a look at that bad boy right there. Look at that bull shark. This guy's been feeding on a bunch of yellow jacks out here at the bridge. This was his last meal, and I'm very happy to have him on board.
Fucking wild.
All right, guys, it is the next day, and check it out. We got our bull shark carcass right here. I had it sitting in the cooler overnight on ice, let that meat kind of settle down. And you guys, if you visualize it, I cut off all the fins. This is the cavity of the shark, so this is where all the guts and stuff were. We got rid of that as soon as we caught it, because if you don't, like I told you, you're gonna get that real bad ammonia smell, which people associate with shark, and that's just not good. So another thing I did, These are just such cool animals, and since we don't do this often, I gotta show you guys everything. They have such tough skin. Listen to this. It is like 100 grit sandpaper. I've only ever harvested one other bull shark, so I'm just gonna give it my best shot. Normally when I've skinned sharks or filleted sharks, I started on the skin side. I don't know why, but someone actually suggested do it from the inside out, because as you guys heard, this stuff is like sandpaper and it's really tough to get your knife through there, so I don't want to dull it. So if you look, sharks don't have bones. Sharks have cartilage, so it kind of makes the midsection of the fish a little tough to see. So I'm just going to try to visualize it from here. And basically, what I would think is the midsection of the shark is how I'm going to approach this and fillet it. So I'm just going to go real shallow and superficially, start to work from the inside out. Okay, so you guys see that very first cut I made? This right here is the cartilage. It's really thin, and it's actually kind of surprising because you would think something like a shark would have a really just like super crazy skeletal structure, but that cartilage is really soft actually. So I'm gonna just continue to do this and go where my knife allows me to. I'm gonna be using 2 knives to fillet this shark. We got the tiger edge, which I actually use to process it and core it out because it's got a serrated side, and it just makes it a lot easier to get through that tough skin and any tough cuts. And we got an 8-inch Dexter Sportfish knife. You guys can actually save 20% off both. Use my code LANDSHARK. I'll have that link below for you guys. Once again, I'm using the tiger edge just to get through this tough skin, because this stuff will just dull your knife like no tomorrow. Basically what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get this into 2 halves. And just like a fish, if you could imagine, this is like the midline of the fish. I'm just trying to separate it off of that midline. Okay, and now that I basically got it from the top to the bottom, now I'm just gonna go through the skin right here. Try to separate that. And that's it. Alright guys, so check out that. That is 1 half of the bull shark. We're gonna put this in the cooler so it stays nice and cold. But you guys can see, there's not really like a... The cartilage is super thin, and that's why it kind of makes it tough to really feel where your knife needs to be. Even his spinal cord is just really, really thin. It cuts through it easily. Nothing what you would imagine a shark to be like. So let's get this in the cooler right here. Big hunk of meat. So one thing we talked about a lot when we were actually processing this animal is, I think the reason a lot of people don't harvest sharks is it is a lot of work. I mean, you're dealing with something that's, number one, extremely dangerous. You don't want to ever bring in your boat because he's just going to destroy your boat, your fiberglass, your bolsters. So the fact that we were able to beach this and process it, but it's bloody, you know, it's gruesome, and it's not for everyone, but the meat is delicious, and I'm excited to share it with a bunch of friends tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up into smaller sections, like about this big, like 8-inch wide sections, and I'm just going to continue to do this throughout the entire length of the shark, and we'll be able to skin each individual section. Okay, so you guys see it's like a giant accordion. I'm just gonna go through it and separate it into our steaks now.
Hello everybody and welcome to Fishing Barents Sea. This is the predecessor game to Fishing North Atlantic, so if you've seen that series on my channel, link up in the top right corner, then this is going to be right up your alley. So let's jump right in. Let's not wait any longer. I've already gone through and I have done the tutorials, just acquainted myself a little bit with how the game functions, and let me tell you right off the rip, man, it feels very much like a combination of ships at sea and fishing North Atlantic. It's got, I don't know, it's just got that vibe about it. So, what have we done so far? The tutorial basically had me go through and just do some long lines. That's it. So, you didn't miss anything, believe me. But we do have to go ahead and bait these guys before we can do anything else. Now, it had me bait them with shrimp in the tutorial, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the same here. And let's see, can I get any? Oh, yeah, baby. We can get more. Can we get 1,000? Oh, we can't afford. Okay, we'll get that one. And let's bait this guy with shrimp. And let's go out and set our 3 long lines. So just like the other fishing games, there is a minimum soak time that you kind of need to hit in order to... Whoa, what's going on? This is what I mean. It's reminiscent of ships at sea where you just crash into the dock constantly. We're at 98% health on our boat. I got to keep an eye on that. But yes, there is a minimum soak time, just like fishing North Atlantic, fishing, not fishing, but ships at sea. Yeah, there's a minimum soak time of 20 hours, so that's what we need to hit. There's a little cloud going on over there or something. But there are other aspects of this game that just immediately from me playing for a little... Come on, let's turn. A little bit are very different. So one of those being the map here. If we take a look, this is how you're going to find your fish. No longer are there just tips that tell you where to go. You actually have to like look at your map and kind of determine where the best spot is going to be. And it's looking like the best spot is going to be over here. And there's also like a lot of places to go. Open water. I don't know what that means just yet. But look, there's a lot of ports that you have to discover. There's hidden things. There's so much to get into. Right now, we have just been chilling kind of here at Hammerfest, which is the opening city. So I think we'll
massive
hang
game
out there for a while until we get our legs under us.
Looks
But
like just
we do
boat
need
fishing.
to get over here. This looks like the fishing hotspot, and that's kind of where I want to be. But now that is gas going to be an issue? What are we at here on gas? I think we'll be all right on gas. Let's go ahead and fast travel over there, and we'll just keep an eye on things here. It is going down, but I think we're okay. Okay, we made it. Let's get out of map version. Ooh, got a little fog rolling in. Uh-oh.
Well, this looks like a fun game.
Okay, so down here, this is kind of our
boat
main menu
fisherman.
where we do everything. And you just kind of hit your buttons as you go. Our work lights on. Searchlight, we don't need that. Horn check. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at our map here. We want to kind of go up this way. So I am going to set myself a route just to make sure I'm keeping in that direction. I can't see my route at all. I have no idea if we are. Okay, long line commercial. We already did all this. Long lines can be bait. Yes, we know. Let's do our 500 right off the rip, because I know we're in a good zone right here. Yeah, definitely our 500, and then we're going to drop our 250s right behind it. And then we'll go ahead and wait for 20 hours and haul these up, and you'll get to see the gameplay for the long line, and I think it's going to look a little bit familiar to you guys. And just like the previous games, yeah, you can't put gear like super close to each other. There we go. Man, I don't know how to expand this map view. Looks like I could see a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look in the wiki for that. There's some things that I still just don't know yet. Okay, number 2 just went out. Let's get number 3 out as soon as we can, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, we have all of our long lines out now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stop the boat. In the famous words of Willy Wonka there. Now, how do we wait time? I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let's look at our wiki here. I'm just taking a look around. I'm not seeing. Maybe it's down here? Okay, so it actually looks like there is no skip time on your boat. You have to go back to the port. So let's go ahead and meander back there. Now, what do we have on here? We have 18 minutes on these long lines. We have 32, 18. Okay. So we'll head back to port, and from there, we'll go ahead and... Wait a second. You know what? I could just... No, actually, I was going to say I could just travel back and forth, but I feel like that would be a tremendous waste of gas. So we'll head back to our port. We'll kind of like test how long it takes us to get there, and then we'll do a little time skip while we're at port, and then head on back to pick up our gear. All right, it feels like it took us like, I don't know, 10 hours to get back to port, so maybe what we'll do, we'll tie up, we'll get a little gas, and we'll just head right back out there. Gas? Yes, please. And we'll do a repair, too. Why not? Let's get back out there. Oh, man, I hope we're not going to be, like, over time now. That could be an issue. All right, I'm going to keep a close eye over here, but it's, look, time's going up super quick. Oh, boy. Oh, you know what? It looks like we may get there, like, perfectly in time. Oh, yes. 19. Okay, 21 hours. I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that because that's basically like right in our optimum zone. Okay, here's our first buoy, and just like fishing North Atlantic and ships at sea, you have to have the buoy on your right side, and then we're gonna hit E, and let's haul, baby, let's haul. And check out this. Does this look familiar? Yeah, man. The hook is back. Give me the hook, baby. And we're gonna go for as many perfects as we can, obviously. What I do like about this is it tells you on the left side how much you've improved your catch based on, oh, that was not good, based on your hooking skills. Your hooking skills? That sounds, okay, a little suspect, but you know what I mean. So yeah, 5% for perfects, 4 for green, and I think 3 for okay. I think that's, oh, that guy's going crazy down there. Doing a little jig on his way up. So right now we're 29% that we've added to our like final tally based on our perfect catching here. You see that guy on his way up? Some of these fish, man, they do a little dance for you as they're coming up. 42%, beautiful. So I don't know how many is max on these long lines. I'm thinking maybe 15 is max. If 15's max, then we maxed out. Okay, one more guy here. Looks like a big old redfish. All right, so we got 60% increase in our catch. Look at that, man. That's pretty good. Would you like to gut the fish? Not right now. I want to get the rest of our long lines first. Where? Oh, we drifted quite a ways there. We got to go all the way up that way to get our next long lines. Okay. And guys, also check out this boat. Isn't this so cool? This is the Borg. It's like a, I don't know, our grandpa's old wooden ship that we now own in order to start our own company. I kind of love that. I love starting on these little boats where it's just you, no crew. And then eventually you work your way up to these like massive trawlers and crabbing vessels. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, we're coming in a little hot here. I didn't even click any of these things down here. There's a lot of info. Whoa, whoa. Pick up radio call. No, I don't want to do that. Let's get this set out though, and then we'll kind of look at those a little bit more. There we go. So, no, I can't mark that. Okay. Well, I think what I want to do, I mean, since we're going to be waiting out here for a while, I'm going to like go over this way a little bit and just see what's up over there. I can't fish, so that way next time I could just everything here. In line info, it shows you the age of your line. So you can keep an eye on things here and use this to plan out the perfect pickup. I think if I'm going to do any meaningful exploration, I'm going to need a bigger boat and a much better radar. Because I think that is what is like slowing me down here, is having this tiny radar. It's not unlocking very much around the boat, just a small section. Ripe Fjord. I like that. Let's get out of here. Yeah, there's like a really low, bassy boom. Hear it? You guys might not be able to hear it, but it's loud, man. It's got me on the edge of my seat, actually. I just have a feeling that something bad's
anything on his Aero Primal. Literally a channel of a dude who just watches boats go through a dangerous inlet. This is crazy.
Beauty, mystery, and space racism.
Gross.
If you're seeing this right now, it's a miracle, given how much of the planet of the Penoids takes up a little later on, but the reason I'm here is because I just built a new PC, and the first thing I seem to always do when I get a new PC is download No Man's Sky and see what it looks like.
I can see the, like, wrinkles on it.
And this time, because I've had strangers giving me money for no reason for 3 years now, I was able to make a PC with components that a smooth brain like myself should never be handling.
I just spit so much on the motherboard. This isn't a joke. I spit so much on the motherboard. Is that bad?
I can feel my sperm count lowering just by standing next to this thing while it's running.
It tickles.
And so the first thing I did when I got into No Man's Sky was go into the settings and crank up every single one to ultra.
Clarity and crispness of texture object when viewed at a distance. Oh, crank that up. Open source temporal upscaling solution. I feel like I'm at a crypto conference. Spare GPU headroom and want higher levels of image quality. DLAA. That's what we want. I'm afraid to hit this button though.
What followed was a spiritual journey I was not expecting to undertake.
I didn't know it was possible for a planet to have this many trees. Like, it changes the game.
Everything was just there. There was no stuttering, no vibrating, no flickering anywhere.
Wow, it's so crisp now. Look at this.
And it made everything feel so much more real.
The space anomaly is rendered in. Look at that. That big ball looks like the Traveler.
And the first planet I landed on to experience this new level of physical presence was...
Oh my god, what is coming out of the bottom of that thing? Oh my god, the scale in VR. What am I looking at? Did they put this in on purpose, or is this just like the random generation elements came up with this? Oh my, I feel like this needs a sensor at this point. It has a hole. I really, really think I should censor this. I really do. Good lord. That is the size of like a 4-story building. Wow. That, you know?
This is where my existential crisis started to sink in.
I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the video. Like, it's that bad. It's that bad.
I've played through No Man's Sky before. The story is a story.
This is the ride!
But I've always enjoyed exploring way more in this game, and now that I have this nuclear reactor running No Man's Sky, I thought exploring would be even more fun.
Alright, let's see if my skills in Adobe Audition have improved. Echo!
Nope. But the more I explored, the more unsettled I started feeling.
It's a little spooky, I ain't gonna lie. It's a little spooky. See, they're big. Oh.
Space be kinda terrifying the more real it gets, and I don't like knowing that most of everything around me is not made by a human.
An anomalous animal. Centipus.
This has never bothered me before. I like No Man's Sky's freakish abominations, but the more I played, the more strange I felt.
Terraforming catastrophe. Sign me up. Oh, whoa, whoa. What is that black gradient?
Now that this universe was so solid and real and big, I felt like the only human being for hundreds of light years in a universe that is just the hallucination of an algorithm.
We really are insignificant. Oh, there's a cat yelling at me. He didn't like that. Do you have something to say, cat?
Looking back at it now while I'm editing, I noticed that I'm getting really excited about things that I think are reminding me of Earth.
A streetlight. An actual streetlight. Look at that. Wow, they even put like bugs flying around it too.
Or just things that feel like they were made by a human being rather than the algorithm.
It's sand. It's actual sand. Look at that. Wow, it looks so good. Oh, I'm actually in like a desert now.
I just wanted to milk goofy alien sheep. Why am I having an ego death?
It's almost too real, you know? Like, this is a lot. It looks perfect. It's so immersive.
The upside is space combat slaps now.
Yeah, as it should. Space combat in No Man's Sky goes hard.
It's infinite maneuverability, and I even got into a dogfight like in the skies above a planet, which I didn't know was a thing.
What the? What? This can happen? This happens now? Whoa! Alright. Oh no, I don't have gas. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hang on. I could save you. I just need to build gasoline. I'm in like a dogfight. I'm in just a regular aerial dogfight.
So I kind of became a menace for a while, just killing everything that dared move in my airspace to avoid the existential dread around me, and that really worked.
You are so dead, my friend. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, I think someone just ran into me. Okay, I think, yeah, engage the merchant freighter. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here, like, right now.
I don't know how, but I eventually ended up in the biggest space battle I've ever seen in this game, where a civilian freighter was attacked by what can only be described as a space battleship.
Enemy missile? I'm dead. I'm so dead. Are these the missiles? Holy cow, they're huge. Oh, they're coming after the other ship. Can I shoot them out of the sky? I can. That's sick. God, I'm helping.
You get to shoot down the missiles as they fly towards the civilians. You get to go into the trenches to blow up the shield generators like that one movie.
It's literally the trench run. Ha! Cool. All these missiles look so cool. No, don't kill him. There we go. God, look at this.
And the civilian ship looked really cool when I failed the event and it exploded.
It's gone. It's gone. A lot of people just died.
Besides combat, though, the other highlights of way too dank No Man's Sky VR include the living ships. They look amazing on ultra settings. And of course, the desert planets, because I am secretly a camel operating a faceless YouTube account.
Look at the sand. Look at the sand, dude. That looks amazing. I can see the texture, like my shadow, stretching over the texture of the sand. Wow. The lifeless planets never looked this good.
But I'm still shocked at how weird this game feels now.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. They just started filming the Batman Clayface movie, and everyone's already spotted a ton of Easter eggs and references to the Joker and a bunch of other Batman characters, like Black Canary, Superman movie crossover, even some crossover with Peacemaker Season 2 episodes. I know there's a ton of questions about what's going on with James Gunn's new version of Batman in the movie, since he hasn't officially announced a new actor yet, despite a lot of rumors and a lot of other big-name actors talking about playing the new version of Batman. A lot of questions about why he's starting the Batman side of the DCU with a Clayface movie instead of with a Batman movie like Brave and the Bold, or even bigger Batman villains like his new version of the Joker, literally. This might also be connected to him making fun of Jared Leto a lot during a recent Peacemaker episode and his version of the Joker during the DCEU. He actually talked a little bit about how the DCU is developing with all the movies a little while ago while they were promoting the Superman movie, so we'll break it all down. And how the Clayface movie is meant to fit into the larger DCU and set up the new Batman and his rogues gallery of villains, because there is a lot of that going on right now across all the DCU productions, both the new movies and the new TV shows. But if you have no idea, they actually just started filming the Clayface movie, and the reason why everyone thinks they've spotted the first appearance of James Gunn's new DCU Joker, brand new actor he's going to be casting, is that while they were filming this scene of the Clayface movie meant to be near the Gotham City Hospital where Clayface Matt Hagen is being treated for his wounds before he undergoes the scientific procedure that turns him into the Clayface character from the comics, amidst many other Easter eggs here in the background and references, you can see very clear Joker's graffiti. So people are like, oh wow, this is like the first mention of DCU Joker that we've actually seen on screen. There are a lot of people wondering if the reference to multiple Jokers, like plural Jokers, indicate this was for the Joker's gang for Batman Beyond Easter eggs, but I don't think that really makes sense. Batman Beyond takes place in the distant future of the timeline. I don't think that that's the pull that they're going for. This movie is meant to take place closer to the events of the Superman movie. I don't know exactly which year it's meant to take place. James Gunn also joked about this too, because people were asking about the Peacemaker timeline, like when does that take place after the Superman movie? Because there are a couple moments where they actually show dates, like 8 months earlier, 6 months earlier, like when does this all take place? James Gunn said that he's purposely vague about exact timelines and dates just because of the Spider-Man Homecoming problem. Like, they don't want to run into that again. Marvel's also tried to fix that in their future movies after Homecoming too. So James Gunn's answer to that is to say a couple months after, or several months after, just kind of hand-wave, vague, generic types of timelines. Clayface is meant to take place around the events of the Superman movie.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
Darn it, I can be such a jerk sometimes.
This is meant to be DCU connected. It takes place in the DCU. There's literally a Jitters Coffee Easter egg that we spot on set. It's the exact same logo from the Superman movie that we also saw during Peacemaker Season 2. Adebayo's wife had started working at the Evergreen City Jitters Coffee, exact same logo, and she talked about them going back to Gotham City and working back there like she would have worked at the Jitters Coffee back in Gotham City that we actually see in this logo here on the Clayface movie. We also know, because of Peacemaker Season 2 episodes, that in present day when this is all happening, Batman is very, very busy with all of his rogues gallery of villains in Gotham City because of something that was happening on the news that they were watching in Peacemaker Season 2 Episode 1. Rick Flag Sr., fresh off the events of the Superman movie, had taken over Argus for Amanda Waller. There was this news broadcast from Clevis Thornweight, Michael Ian Black's character, who had that center news show that everybody appeared on, including Lex Luthor, railing against Superman. Months after the events of the Superman movie, he had been complaining about a string of supervillains who had been escaping from Arkham Asylum in Gotham in Belle Reve Prison recently, meaning that there are a ton of Batman villains breaking out of Arkham right now, several months after the events of the Superman movie. So Batman, very, very busy right now. James Gunn's Batman is meant to be a little older than Robert Pattinson's Batman, but younger than Ben Affleck's Batman, somewhere in his 30s or 40s, like middle-aged Batman. Like I said, James Gunn, very hand-wavy, vague on exact timelines, like middle-aged Batman, old enough that his Damian Wayne has already taken the mantle of the new Robin. So that means that his Joker is also a little older too, to coincide with the slightly older Batman. The Joker canonically is meant to be a little older than Batman, but James Gunn also, like I said, very vague, very hand-wavy, hasn't said exactly how old the new Joker is going to be. He hasn't cast a new actor to play him yet that we know about. None of the official announcements or official synopsis about the Clayface movie also say which other Batman villains or Batman-related characters we're going to see during it, mostly because they just want to hold back some surprises.
Everything is canon from Creature Commandos, Superman through Peacemaker Season 2. That's for the people that really want to get into it.
All these scenes that they're filming near this Joker Easter egg are meant to be of Eddie Marsan with the Matt Hagen Clayface. They didn't actually say what his name in the movie is going to be, but Eddie Marsan is supposed to be playing his manager. I don't know if he's also secretly going to wind up being one of the villains of the movie too, and connected to Hagen's accident in the mob boss that disfigured him, causing him to eventually become the Clayface character. Because this is a villain origin story kind of movie, like the first Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, we won't talk about the second Joker movie. There was no second Joker movie in Ba Sing Se. One of the big tropes in those villain origin stories is that the villain winds up feeling like the entire world, like all the people close to them, have turned against them, and that serves as part of their big villain origin story. So it might be similar circumstances during the Clayface movie, where he thinks that his longtime friend, his manager, who's supposed to be working for him, helping him, actually winds up working against him.
really elusive.
You can also use that first Joker movie as a template, too, for a villain origin story. Like, how's this movie going to feel if it's not a Batman movie, but you have a lot of Batman characters in it, and it is about a big Batman villain? It's meant to be a mid-budget movie, so we're talking like Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie type of budget, lower budget movie than, say, like the Superman movie, which cost $225 million.
Locals are still talking about what happened here last spring. It was a perfect day for fishing.
Woo! That's a big one.
But below the surface, two heavyweights of the shark world were on a collision course.
That's insane!
It's a rare face-off between a bull shark and a great hammerhead, prompting a team of experts to dig deeper into the encounter.
1, 2, 3.
In the hope to uncover surprising behaviors.
We might have a predation.
I have no idea what is going on here.
And come face to face with two of the biggest.
Come on, Arapaima!
Super predators on the planet. But which one takes the crown? Several people captured the event in the spring of 2021.
That's insane!
The video quickly went viral. A bull shark chases a monster great hammerhead and pins it to the beach. There's no escape. The bull shark circles, followed by a second. Then, the hammerhead is ripped to pieces. Marine biologist Dr. Mike Heithouse was floored.
I've never seen anything like this. A lot of times we've got these big top predators, but they don't usually pay much attention to one another. In this case, it was a head-to-head battle, and we had a winner and a loser.
An encounter of this magnitude is rare. It provides the perfect opportunity to understand how these apex predators stack up in a one-on-one battle.
Finally.
Charter Captain Mike Myers saw the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Can you walk me through what happened that day?
Had clients on board. I just saw it. Oh my gosh, a huge hammerhead.
How big do you think that hammerhead was?
I'm estimating somewhere around 12 to 13 foot. So he kind of swam up towards the beach, and people were over there screaming and hollering because he kept beaching himself. Every once in a while, one of the bull sharks would come up and grab him by the tail and jerk it and then swim off real fast. And all of a sudden, look down, and then the sand just exploded. We looked as hard as we could after that whole mess happened. There wasn't a fin on the ground, there wasn't anything in the water. He was gone.
You've been out here a long time.
I've seen a lot of bizarre things with these sharks over the years.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen anything close to that.
Big sharks are known to attack and eat smaller sharks. But these two apex predators are powerful equals. The hammerhead, sleek, massive, and can turn on a dime. In a one-on-one fight, they are fearsome opponents. Great hammerheads can grow to be nearly 20 feet long, almost twice as big as the bull shark. Bull sharks may be in a different weight class, but they pack a lot of punch for their size. Stocky with a superior jaw strength, bull sharks have a bad reputation for a good reason.
Lots of questions come out of this video. Oh my gosh. They're both top predators. You don't really think about one going after the other. So to see them battling it out is incredibly unique. If these sharks are going head to head, who's going to come out on top? When top predators battle it out with one another or have interactions, that can cascade through the rest of the ecosystem. So learning about interactions among top predators is really important.
To investigate this surprising new dynamic, Mike has assembled a team of experts.
We're going to try to get to the bottom of this by first studying bull sharks and great hammerheads separately, and then going to a place where they might come together to see if it's a collision or if they go their separate ways.
First up, the Great Hammerhead. Team member Aaron Spencer leads this part of the investigation.
They're one of the most recognizable sharks in the ocean. When you see that cephalofoil and just see the eyes and how big that head can get, it really kind of takes your breath away.
Famous for its elongated head extensions called cephalofoils, the Great Hammerhead has an advantage over the bull shark in its uniquely positioned eyes. With a nearly 360-degree field of vision, it has the best depth perception of any shark, giving it pinpoint accuracy on attack. Its wide head also contains more electrosensory receptors than other sharks.
All of these pieces come together to make them as good of predators as they are. But because they're so big and wide-ranging, they're really difficult to study. We use something called biologgers, which are essentially animal-mounted data collecting devices. And the biologgers are like Fitbits for sharks.
So by putting that on the back of the shark, it can give you a three-dimensional path of how it's moving through its environment, how it's speeding up, slowing down, pitching, rolling. We just got to get out there, catch a hammerhead, and get one of her accelerometer tags on its dorsal fin.
While Aaron readies a hammerhead 3D biologger, Mike heads back out to the scene of the crime to look for more clues with Captain Myers. For a few months a year, this relatively deep channel west of Fort Myers is a fisherman's paradise.
It is packed full of these giant fish called tarpon that can be more than 200 pounds, and they're one of the world's most coveted game fish.
As the water warms each spring, thousands upon thousands of tarpon migrate north to Boca Grande to spawn. Anglers come from all over the world to try their luck. As they fight these mammoth fish, bull sharks and hammerheads cross paths in their quest for easy prey. Over the years, Captain Myers, who captured the video of the attack, has observed both predators on a daily basis.
Have you ever seen the bull sharks or hammerheads go after tarpon that aren't hooked up?
Oh, God, yeah. The bull sharks will get around these schools. That's 10,000 fish running up and down this beach. I have seen numerous times the hammerheads come in. People don't realize how agile that fish actually is.
But what Captain Myers recalls next intrigues Mike.
And what's really cool, when a hammerhead comes, bulls aren't around. They don't want nothing to do with it.
It contradicts the behavior Captain Myers captured on video a year earlier.
The hammerheads come in, and there's no more bull sharks. What I saw floored me.
The team decides to deploy the hammerhead.
Oh, Aeropima, let me get a taste of your love, baby.
Bad news.
Unfortunately, we just heard from Erin, and she's been exposed to COVID, so she can't make it out today. But she's programmed the tag for us, and we've got a crew, so we're going to go out and try to catch a great hammerhead. Anything we need to be thinking of to get this on for you? Not having her on the boat is going to be a big challenge, because that's one less experienced person to handle a shark. But hopefully we can get it done and get some great data for her.
Mike will work with Moat Marine Laboratory biologists Valerie Hagen and Jack Morris to see if they can get the tag on a hammerhead by themselves.
Jack and I work with one another for most of our field work.
It's fishing, right? So you always come in with the expectation that you hope you're going to get what you want, and when you do, it's amazing.
They set 10 fishing lines along the mouth of Boca Grande Pass. It's prime hammerhead territory.
That is a piece of stingray. And the hammerheads love stingrays. They'll actually use their head to pin them to the bottom to hold them down so they can get a bite.
While they wait for a catch, Mike preps Aaron's 3D biologger.
What it can do is help us recreate the three-dimensional track of the hammerhead, and it samples at such a fast rate. We can see if they're doing burst swims to try to catch something. And out here in Boca Grande, we know that bull sharks and hammerheads can be on a collision course. So learning more about each is really important to understand how they're going after prey, or are they maybe eating one another?
By the time the last line is in the water, it's time to circle back and check the first, where something's already on.
So this is a blacktip shark, and they're one of the more common species along the coast of Florida, and these are snacks for great hammerheads.
Catching the hammerhead's prey is a good sign for the mission.
There you go. Pick it. Oh, there you go. And away.
The next hook looks more promising.
Yeah, it's dragging it.
I thought the buoy actually made a splash.
Yeah, this is not nurse shark, not blacktip. Yes, hammerhead!
Woo! Woo! That's a big one!
That's a big one.
Right here. What? You got two hammerheads.
The second hammer is free swimming, analyzing the situation. Hammerheads are known to eat their own when the opportunity arises.
We might have a predation about to happen.
They need to secure the hooked shark as quickly as possible. But there's another problem.
I tried to pull on that, but there's no give.
We've got a hammerhead here, wrapped up in a crab pot.
Until they untangle it, the hammerhead is a sitting duck. And the second hammerhead circles, closer and closer.
Okay, gotta go to the right. You gotta get reverse.
Port side.
We gotta get him away from that other shark.
I know. Ah! Look out, look out, look out, look out!
How about we swing it out?
The team struggles to untangle the line before the great hammerhead becomes shark bait.
Forward. Let go, let go, let go. Yes! Free! Nice job. Okay, we just have the shark now.
Holy cow.
That is a big animal. Well, we got a really nice 10-foot plus straight hammerhead. We have another slightly smaller one around. This is the exact size we want for this tag. Oh, beautiful. I don't see the other one now.
We probably spooked the other one off.
But the battle to subdue the shark is only beginning.
You know, the hairs on your skin start to stand up a little bit. Once you get what you want to keep it.
Look out, look out, look out. Don't try this at home, kids.
Definitely female. Hello, gorgeous.
Val attempts to secure the shark's powerful tail.
Get it?
No. Couldn't get that lower lobe. It was close.
Handling a shark this big is proving difficult without the help of their teammate, Aaron.
You're gonna lose the top low. You're gonna lose the shark.
Okay.
The urgency is compounded by the fact that great hammerheads are fragile.
There's theories that they fight an awful lot when they're on a hook, and they overexert themselves and they run out of energy very quickly.
It's wearing us out, it's wearing her out, and we want
Finally.
The shark zooms around to the other side of the boat, trying to throw the hook.
Jack, can you come back?
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to get the dorsal. Let's clamp this thing on and get it. Otherwise, we are going to lose our animal.
Finally, the tail rope is secured.
Young.
Put the tag on. Get as far as you can. Excellent.
I was very focused on the tail, and then I looked up and I saw that the tag was on.
Good. Let's get a quick measurement and go. Fast, 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 fast.
345.
Hook is bent and out. You got to get that tail rope up fast. Good swim. Woo!
The biologging tag will capture 3D data, providing valuable insight into how great hammerheads move through the water, and help the team see how these giants stack up against bull sharks. With the tag finally recovered and a clean bill of health, Erin's back on board to walk Mike through the hammerhead data.
She can build a computer model so we can see not just how it navigates and where it went, but maybe how it's attacking its prey.
This is when the hammerhead is released. We start at the surface and then just go straight down. And then we can actually see how the animal starts to move around.
The shark heads down to a depth of about 40 feet. It swims away from the boat in sweeping lateral movements.
Here, we see that the shark is kind of meandering down a little bit slower in this kind of mid-range, and then there's a really quick turnaround.
It cuts through the water with its hydrodynamic head, making several tight, very rapid turns.
And then there's a really quick bolt up to the surface, almost a vertical line.
There's probably a reason for that, because why else would you burn that energy if you didn't have to?
We can say, okay, using the mathematical models, actually how many calories would a shark need to consume to sustain that sort of movement pattern?
If you need a lot of energy, you got to eat that bigger prey that gets you more energy, like other sharks.
Erin's tags are only beginning to reveal the secret abilities of the great hammerhead. When it tilts its head, the hydrodynamic potential of the great hammerhead cephalofoil is unleashed, allowing the shark to move and turn with rapid precision. And this makes hammerheads more nimble and agile than other sharks, including bulls.
Look, you combine the speed, the size, and maneuverability. I mean, that's an impressive predator. Bull shark versus hammerhead, who wins?
I vote hammerhead.
One for Team Hammerhead.
The awesome power of the great hammerhead is coming into focus. But Mike and the team are no closer to understanding why the hammerhead was attacked by bull sharks at Boca.
Basically just biding my time till they move. I'm super excited to get into the room.
Hammerheads are formidable opponents.
I need to do my laundry.
The other contender in the
Start
battle.
loading shit up, unplugging all this stuff.
This matchup, bull sharks.
Maxing out at around 10 feet, the bull shark is smaller than the great hammerhead. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for elsewhere. It's thick, with a broad head and big mouth, built for taking out large prey. The bull shark is super adaptable. It has a reputation for being aggressive.
Seeing that video really shows us that bull sharks might attack great hammerheads and kill them. But the question is this a common event that's happening more often when they're out there coming into contact?
To dig deeper into the bull shark component of this matchup, Mike enlists Dr. Yannis Papastamatiou.
Yanni is one of the top scientists in the world and has helped develop new technologies to get
Almost
more
killed this
insights
pin.
into their behavior. For this project, we're going to try something that's never been done before. We want to put a camera on the back of a bull shark, and until now, that's only been done with sharks that have been caught, and that might really change the behavior of the shark. So we're going to go out there and try to put a camera on a bull shark without catching it.
Along the southeast coast,
I'm sorry, what?
There is a thin band of warm, shallow water. It creates a shark superhighway.
That's insane.
Bringing all sorts of species in contact with one another, including lots of bull sharks.
I'm really hopeful we'll get this tag on, but I'm also a little bit nervous because it's going to be somewhat challenging to get a tag on a free-swimming bull shark in blue water in a current. I'm hopeful, but it's going to require a well-behaved shark, and I also hope she won't bite me.
We're headed about 4 miles offshore, and that's where we should be able to find bull sharks.
We should get about 10 hours of video footage.
Then that dissolves in a couple days. There's nothing left on it.
So within a week, there'll be nothing on the shark's fin at all.
Let's go!
To keep the shark at arm's length, they'll use a spring-loaded pole to snap the tag on the shark's fin.
Okay, so that's now primed. Right. If you now click the small trigger,
watch your fingers.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
We just need one to behave the right way, and we'll get it on.
If we pull this off, it'll be a world first.
No pressure.
Oh my God, if there's no pressure, just go do it.
If bull sharks are hunting hammerheads more commonly than thought, this camera could pick up hard evidence. To bring a bull shark in and keep it close enough for a tag deployment, bait is needed. It injects a constant scent trail into the current, drawing a road map directly to the divers. It's a silky shark. He makes tight circles, sniffing out the food and sizing up the human competition.
Got a little action now. Now we get some action, boys.
These are bold species that spend a lot of time in the open ocean, where food is scarce. The bait is working, but it's not the species they're after.
Silky sharks don't really have a sense of personal space, especially if you have a camera in your hand.
Then, as quickly as they came, the silkies disappear.
We got a bull.
The bull shark zeroes in on the bait.
There's like free eats. Don't mind if I do.
Big female. In order to tag a free-swimming bull, they'll need the most bold and inquisitive shark they can find. Experts generally agree that bulls are one of the most dangerous shark species. Most bull-shark-human interactions take place in murky water, where biting is the only way to identify possible prey. In clear, open water, the team and the bull shark can see one another and maintain healthy boundaries. She's a good candidate for the camera tag.
We've got the bull sharks we wanted. If this goes well, a shark's gonna swim away with the camera on it, and we will be done.
With daylight fading, the team has limited time to pull this off. It's a deployment that's never been done before. The big female comes in closer. She's curious. Confident. The perfect shark. Giannis readies the trigger. He needs to slip the opening of the clamp over the dorsal fin of the shark. It's a game of inches. One miss, and the shark will be spooked. Clamping the tag on a free-swimming bull shark is a cat-and-mouse game. Every time he gets close, the bull changes direction. Success. In a first for science, the bull shark swims off, unfazed by its new bling.
So, tag is on an animal. First part is done. It was the perfect size. She came in closer, took my shot, and it worked.
In the end, she responded perfectly, didn't seem to bother her much at all, and she just slowly swam off.
Camera on. Everybody's okay. Yep. Now one more step. Get camera back. Getting the camera back.
The tag will remain on the shark for 2 days. Tracking one bull will allow the team to see everything from the shark's point of view. But camera tags only tell one part of the story. To see if hammerheads are on the bull shark menu, like in the video, the team has to take a cloacal swab, otherwise known as a fecal sample.
One of the most important things we need to know about predators is what they eat. Usually that's been figured out by looking at the stomachs of dead sharks. It turns out if you just get a little swab and collect shark poop, you can run that through a DNA test and see what had been in its stomach. These cloacal swabs are going to help us figure out if these bull sharks are eating a lot of other sharks and may even go after great hammerheads.
The next morning, Mike and PhD student Devon Strickland head offshore to swab bull sharks. Devon is part of the next generation of marine biologists trying to unravel the mystery of how sharks
Oh boy, we gotta get off soon.
To be a co-captain of FIU's football team.
With football being a game of inches, how that's translating to even shark work is you gotta make sure you know your role. Because there's so many things that could go wrong. You gotta be able to work as a team.
He also is a pretty good person to have on the boat when we're handling big sharks and you need those long arms. Oh my gosh, the visibility here is insane.
They set their lines just at the edge of deep water.
So we are right where we'd expect to find bull sharks, the perfect depth range. So that's why we're just going to drift along here with the bait. Thought I saw a shadow there. Oh, there's a shark right there.
It's an 8 to 9 foot bull shark.
Let him take it, let him take it.
Yep.
There's two of them.
Okay, that should help.
The larger shark makes the first move.
It's right next to the bait. It's taking a look at it. Take it. Oh, yep, it took it. Okay, get ready. Watch your feet. Okay, I think we're in business. Yep, go. Heads up. Clear. That is a big bull shark. Neutral. Heads up. On him. There you go.
Bit the line. So close, but yet so far.
Bummer.
The shark actually bit through the mono. She was fresh, so she was really strong. So we'd gotten her up to the surface, but she had the mono in her mouth. That tooth just sliced through it. That's the way it goes.
It's not long before they have another curious shark.
Shark.
A big female.
Back up. Get him. Okay, pull the line. Nice. Yes.
Good.
Okay. Woo. Good job.
The team makes sure she is calm and getting water through her gills.
This is perfect.
Then they take a measurement.
187.
Yep. And probably outweighs you by 100 pounds.
Oh. And this fish is longer than I am tall.
Okay. All right. So what we need to do is get her upside down. We're going to do this cloacal swab. We need to try and keep it out of the water.
Flipping the shark on its back puts it into tonic immobility, a relaxed trance-like state that helps keep everyone safe during workups. They'll send the swab off to be analyzed for hammerhead DNA. While they have the shark, they will also implant a permanent tracking transmitter in her belly.
Great. There. Yeah, that's fine.
The shark will now alert the team anytime it passes a receiver in a network along the coast of Florida and beyond.
We can follow them for years. So using the transmitters, video cameras, and the DNA techniques, we can start to piece together a much better picture of bull shark life in general.
The acoustic tags can help the team see where and when bull sharks may overlap with great hammerhead habitat. It could also reveal whether bull sharks are gathering in groups.
Okay, Sim.
All that's left is to suture the wound and release the shark. Everything's in place.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
It's out. Nice.
The team is confident. If these bulls are hunting hammerheads, evidence will be with them soon. 2 days later, the bull shark's fin cam surfaces.
It did pop off about 6 miles offshore, but then we had a pretty strong current, so it was very rapidly moving offshore.
When they finally catch up to it, it's in deep water, way out in the Gulf Stream.
I was really, really happy when that tag was in my hands.
Back at the lab, the team discovers the tag captured hours of video.
Just the first time that one of these camera tags has been put on a free-swimming bull shark, so I'm really excited to see what the tag is going to show.
The shark swims away as if nothing happened. It's proof their tagging technique is minimally stressful to the animal. It cruises alone for hours. Then...
Whoa. So there's another shark came right over it. There's another one. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a gang of bull sharks.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's right on top of each other. There's a lot of sharks here.
One there.
There's another one there.
Look at that.
It's just bull sharks all over the place. I mean, we're seeing at least 6, 7, 8 individuals in frame. Camera's only pointing forward, so it tells us nothing about on the sides or behind. So whatever number we calculate, the group size will be larger.
And these are big animals.
I have no idea what is going on here. I mean, a lot of this is just an unknown. You know, why are all these sharks hanging out in these regions?
The footage didn't show any interactions with great hammerheads, but it has confirmed a remarkable social life between bull sharks.
Are they feeding in groups? Maybe these bull sharks are actually maintaining relationships with other sharks or working together when they're hunting.
And the results from the cloacal swabs also arrived.
It turns out that these bull sharks were eating other sharks. We didn't get any great hammerheads, but it does show that these bull sharks are eating big prey, and it's plausible that they could go after other larger sharks.
Scientists already know that sharks are hesitant to take on the risk of a one-on-one fight with an equal. It's possible the video evidence points towards something scientists haven't considered before. Multiple sharks using their collective strength to take down another apex predator. In order to see whether this dynamic exists between multiple bulls and hammerheads, Mike jumps into the ring himself. The Bahamian islands of Bimini are only 50 miles east of Florida.
Bimini bobbity boop.
But worlds away in terms of shark activity. Bulls regularly patrol these waters, and great hammerheads visit in the winter. It's a prime location to observe them up close.
That water is crystal clear, and so you can actually get in the water with the great hammerheads in a way that you couldn't in Boca Grande. It's also an area where both of them are coming into at least some semblance of proximity, but are they actually battling it out? Or do they give each other space?
It's the ideal spot to witness these two predators coming head to head. Local scientist Candace Fields will lead this leg of the expedition.
I'm from Nassau, Bahamas, so Bimini is an absolutely amazing place for great hammerhead sharks, mainly because of the fact that there's so much prey available for these guys.
Candace brings Mike to a dive site known for hammerhead aggregations. But the occasional bull shows up here too. When they arrive, a swarm of nurse sharks is already on patrol.
We're really interested to see if like one bull shark comes in or if maybe a group shows up, because it's sure seeming like bull sharks may not be as solitary as we used to think.
Hopefully we'll see both hammerheads and maybe bull sharks. So I'm just super pumped to get in the water and just see what we got.
They don't have to wait long.
Steady and bite.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Hammer. Time to get geared up.
The team drops to the bottom and camps out next to the chum crate. It's not long before the great hammerhead comes in to investigate. It's a 9-foot male. His body posture is relaxed as he circles closer. They watch the great hammerhead make sharp, agile turns. Just like what Erin is seeing in her data. Then, a second hammerhead enters. A female, about the same size as the male. She's no threat to the other shark. They're solitary individuals, here investigating the bait.
Candace and I can see that maneuverability they have, you know, how they're able to move up and down, and also how they interact with one another.
Both hammerheads look strong and healthy.
It's really awe-inspiring to be so close to such big animals.
It's just a fucking shark.
Shadows appear from the surface. Bull sharks. They glide in to survey the scene below. 3 of them. A potential gang.
Here's our opportunity to see how these sharks interact when they get together.
The bulls descend, swimming a wide, careful arc around the 2 hammerheads. They size each other up, pushing in closer. The bulls are smaller, but they have numbers. A challenge over bait could happen at any second. Then they move in to investigate the humans.
They seem to be a little less focused on what's going on kind of out front of us and more, how do I get close when you don't see me?
The hammerheads are dominant, showing no sign of fear. The body language of the bulls is relaxed and confident. It's a bull versus hammerhead standoff. Suddenly, a game changer appears on the horizon.
That hammerhead is massive.
Big boy.
The new hammerhead on the scene dwarfs the other sharks. It's a 13-foot female. Now, it's a 3-on-3 showdown between bull sharks and hammerheads. The imposing shark works her way to the center of the group.
She is massive.
She's about the same size as the hammerhead attacked in Boca Grande Pass.
That's insane.
But this super predator brings a completely different power dynamic to the face-off.
It felt as though she was running the show. She was making much closer passes to us than the other sharks were, perhaps because she feels far less threatened by us as potential predators.
The bull sharks circle, sizing her up. The hammerhead makes quick turns, possibly bracing for a 3-on-1 fight.
You can practically feel the tension growing in this gathering.
The bull sharks take turns coming in. Closer and closer. The 13-foot great hammerhead stands her ground. flinches first. As the hammerhead approaches, the bull gets a sense of her true size and retreats.
Things underwater kind of changed. The dynamic changed a bit. So it was really cool to see that she kind of made everybody else clear out a little bit.
The team has now seen firsthand the power and dominance a giant great hammerhead has over bull sharks.
Bull shark kind of gave way first. They both turned, but it's like that bull shark was kind of, you can have this swim lane first.
Unlike most people think that all sharks are at the top of the food chain, but that's obviously not the case, right?
Yeah, and you can really see the difference in maneuverability. Though those bull sharks are like a tank trying to get turned around.
Son of a bitch. Better on a float. Just let nature take its course. Activity on the line, so that's a good sign. Just need the big boy to be there. Come on, elusive. Activity on the line. He don't want to give me no bite. Come on. Fish. Quit teasing me. Just let me get the elusive. He's moving the line like crazy. Just take it. Take it. Take it. There it is. Take it. Yeah, you want that. Oh, at least we tried. Got 800 pounds of arapaima. None of them are the elusive one. Maybe we'll have more luck tonight once we get the setup all changed up. I honestly don't know how we're going to do everything. I'll hook it before 5 a.m. I don't think we're going to be able to. Because we're going to have to reel in. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Now 5 a.m. Alright, that's GG's. Alright, final stream of the garage for now. For all we know, I could be back very soon. I hope not. Maybe we move again to a cheaper place. Or maybe we come back to the garage one day. Who knows? All I know is y'all can like, comment, subscribe, follow to watch it live. And goodbye for right now. If I get everything set up in the next few hours, then I'll probably do a stream. And yeah. If not, I'll see y'all tomorrow after I go get some OT at work in the morning. Peace out.